Well, today, state senators called on a key defense attorney to share what she knows about the Georgia election interference case and the prosecutors handling it.
Members of a Republican-led committee want to know whether Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis is trying the case fairly. Recently, in a separate court proceeding, we have heard allegations of improper financial gain and forensic misconduct with a limited scope of evidence. But at the Capitol today, a different set of rules put far more testimony on the table. That's where we find 11 Alive's Grace King tonight.
All right, so Grace, where does this special committee that we heard from fit into all of this?
It's a Republican-led investigative committee that has the power to subpoena witnesses, review evidence, and make legislative recommendations, but that's about it. It doesn't have jurisdiction over the ongoing court case or the efforts to remove District Attorney Fani Willis.
I think it's all just a political quest.
Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis responding to an hours-long hearing at the Capitol.
They can continue on with their games, and I'm going to continue to do the work of the people.
The Georgia Senate Special Committee on Investigations subpoenaed defense attorney Ashley Merchant, who's asked a judge to disqualify Willis and her team from trying the case against her client, Michael Roman, former President Donald Trump, and several co-defendants.
Those are troubling allegations. And so our job here is to try to get to the bottom of this, prove whether or not it happened, and see if it's in violation of Georgia law.
They asked Merchant to walk through the evidence she's produced, like copies of invoices from Wade that she felt were too vague and too high.
You have to be detailed in your bills because that's accountability.
Cell phone data that appears to place Wade near a condo Willis rented nearly 36 times the year he was hired.
It's geolocation.
And text messages between herself and Terrence Bradley, Wade's former law partner and one-time divorce attorney.
So I'm asking him, do you think it started before she hired him?
You're talking about the affair.
Yes, the affair.
And what's his response?
His response was absolutely.
Merchant says these documents prove Willis and Wade began dating in 2019, creating a conflict of interest when he was awarded a contract worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. But Willis and Wade say no conflict exists because they began dating in 2022.
There's no conflict in that case. That's what the law says. That's what the law has always said. And it's kind of embarrassing, quite frankly, that this state is going through this.
And the chairman of that committee said he'd like to hear from DA Willis at some point. Now, whether that's at the next hearing in a couple of weeks, we'll just have to wait and find out.
All right, Grace, thank you so much for that explanation. Now, if you missed any of today's Senate hearing, you can watch it right now for free on 11 Alive Plus. Just download the 11 Alive Plus app on your Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV device.